So what's the actual best time to take your retirement? Man, is this a heated debate among people. I've noticed a lot of discussions going on. So today I'm just gonna spell out the numbers that I came up with for my personal retirement with Social Security income, and we'll go from there. And then you can do the math for your own numbers and see which one fits best for you, okay? So I had previously revealed before that my 62 year Social Security number is gonna be approximately $2,242. I say approximate because their math for that is pretty goofy, so you never know for sure. And because the math is goofy, it's hard to get exact numbers, so I'm using the best formula that I could come up with. So it's approximately $2,242 a month, okay? Now, if I took that number at 62, and I'm just gonna use an arbitrary number that I survive and live 10 years. I live to 72. And we're going to start with that number and go from there. If I live 10 years, I'll have collected over the total of that 10 years $269,000 of Social Security benefits based on my 62 number. Okay? Contrary, if I wait to 67 and take full retirement number. All right, sorry about that. Did a quick pause because, or at least, Anyway, if I wait till 67, take my full retirement package without any of the bonuses that go above that, that number is $3,308 a month. So if I live until 72, that means I'd be collecting for approximately 5 years, but I'm using the same age because we don't know that number. We never know what day is going to be our last day here. So you have to have something to compare to. You can't say, well, 10 years of this and 10 years of that. 70, waiting to 67 beats it every time. Yeah, if you know that you're going to live 10 years from whatever day you retire, yes, you're right. That is correct. But if you're looking at just an arbitrary death number, you gotta come up with something, right? So I started with 10 years. That's why I said we're gonna start there and move on. So if I live to 72, at that 67 age, that gets me to 72, 5 years at $3,300 a month, that would put me receiving $198,000. So already, obviously, I've collected a smaller amount for a longer period of time. So of course that makes sense that that's going to be the case. But the difference is, 70-some thousand dollars over the same lifespan, living to 72. If you continue going forward, then when does it actually catch up, right? When does it catch up where the 67 number is actually beating out the 62 number? Well, that age is 78. And from 78 on, I'll be losing approximately $12,000 a year from 78 on. Now, at that point, if I haven't had to use my 401k, I still got all that money to add back in. Plus, I'm receiving my pension the entire time. So, and the way the numbers work out is that it does literally take 4 years, almost 5 years, for the 67 retirement age number to catch up. That's why the math is important. That's why you need to know what your number is, or as close as you can get, and figure it out. And if you're already in relatively poor health at 67, going 5 or 10 years may be a stretch. Same thing can happen if you're 62 and you have impending health issues like I know I'm going to have at some point. I'm going to have another major surgery, etc. At any point from this point on, could be the last day because of health issues. And it's known statistically that men encounter health issues more quickly than women, and typically they start to affect us closer to 62 or 67 than anything. It's like if you retire at 65, you got 1 to 2 years before you're probably going to run into a major health issue. And that's concerning, partially because we don't take very good care of ourselves. Men typically wait and put off going to the doctors because I don't know if it's a tough guy thing or what. I can tell you the doctors have saved my life several times because I was mature enough to go to the doctor when I didn't feel good. And that was at 39. And thankfully I found this life-saving surgery. Otherwise, I would have been dead at 39 with 2 small kids. Okay, so don't put off your health is another part of this moral. And secondly, do your math. That is what is most important. What does your number mean to you, and how much does it affect you if you wait or take early? Okay, and be realistic about your life expectancy. Yeah, we'd all love to think we're going to live 20 years past retirement. I would love to have 20 great years of retirement, of healthy retirement. That's not necessarily realistic in today's world. If you wait to 67 to get your full retirement number, that means 87. Okay, that's a pretty good life anyway. But to be alive and kicking and enjoying that retirement benefit till that long, a little bit different story. Anyway, do your numbers, see what you think. I'd love to hear comments. Social Security is a hot button. I get it. A lot of people don't think it'll be here in 10 years. If they don't do something, it's definitely going to change by 2035. We already know that. So if they don't fix something, it is going to change dramatically. But doesn't mean it's going to be gone. So thanks for watching. Share your comments. Give me a thumbs up. I appreciate it. See you next time.